insects. Remember, shoot them until they stop moving, then shoot them again for good measure. I call the sport fly before you die. Prove me wrong, and you'll earn my respect.
I wish I knew. It's kind of like, I guess I downloaded this game, and I was checking it out. I thought it was gonna be like a campaign game, but it seems like, you know how like people play like Call of Duty and stuff like that? It seems like something like that, but it's not that. It's similar. It's like the map, like Battle Royale kind of thing, where you use like big map and you try to find each other, kill each other.
Yeah.
And there's a bubble that you have to like stay within and don't let like kill you. That's like the most. We're looking for.
The glasses.
Oh, on the table, there's a pink one.
Let's check this area out. Never mind.
I realized I was like, why do I keep like rubbing in my eyes? It's because my glasses were dirty and I thought something was
Small details. Yeah, it's very glasses. Yeah.
Take advantage of our post-match. Install drivers. Legs
So how you
attached.
drive? How you doing? How's your day?
That was okay. It was bad.
Just drive.
Yeah. I called my sister, call up with me.
Okay. How's she doing?
She's good. Her husband's not liking Chipotle.
Huh?
Her husband's not liking Chipotle.
Teammate has secured hex
Good.
device.
Or calling an appointment.
For him?
Yeah. And
Yeah. Oh. Well, why is she looking, not him?
no, he's looking.
Oh, you sound like you said she's looking.
No, he's
I was like, why he's not looking?
no, he's looking at other ones that look like it. She's like, I'm the one like happily employed right now. He's the one not happy, which is so he's looking for other things. He didn't get the job in Asheville to happy about it. So I didn't want that. If anything, I'd rather move to Florida or at least anywhere else but here. But not now.
Yeah.
So he's now looking at a job that is working in Iron Clearwater. Okay.
Like Florida? Or go down with you?
Yeah, Florida.
How are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do that?
That would be okay. But she's far enough away, she won't be able to hear it. That's not helping.
Depends what you talk to.
No, it's not helping. Now what two kids that would be. But it does give us an easy place to stay when you're on the coast.
Yeah, fair.
And then there's other family over there in like the Tampa area that she would probably do the most. So,
I'll try to be the matriarch that blame you for not being it. Okay. Just,
so, but yeah, I support you for moving forward. That's fine. Clearwater is nice.
Clearwater's nice. I like Clearwater. That was good.
But it's not. It's like up in the air. He got put on another pit because the first was it apparently that whoever his boss was before, he has a new boss now.
Yeah.
Apparently in like the 2-3 years, however long they've been there.
Yeah.
He's had 5 bosses.
And their idea is to put him on tips instead of just being like, hey.
Right, maybe we should get consistent leadership.
Yeah.
Right. Nope, they put him on the pit. And so the pit he was supposed to be on before, they didn't do the proper paperwork. So they decided to extend the pit and do the proper paperwork this time.
That sounds fucked up.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. And so that's why he's like looking for another job.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would want you to tell, like, listen, like, this is
This is not fair.
asinine.
Yeah. And so while he's looking, she's like, the good thing is, if he doesn't find a new job and does get let go because he fails the second tip, the extended tip or whatever they're calling it, the bonuses, because he still earned the bonus based on performance. He just didn't, because like some of his stores got a bonus and some of them they're behind, and he's evaluated based on the productivity and performance
Grid
of the
overload
store.
is paused.
Yeah.
And so some of them are failing, but some of them are like above and beyond. And so, you know, it's kind of what he inherited, and he's stuck with it. But either way, he would still earn a bonus. Like, so the good thing is, he gets the bonus before he got let go. I was like, so that's really something.
At least you look at the positive.
Yeah, he was the positive, so that was good. So that's why I was like, I'll call her back, because I did want to hear what happened with that. Because he was looking at like a Starbucks job and then the Nashville job, and now the Nashville job was off the table. The Starbucks job was not available in that kind of manner, so he's looking at other stuff.
That time, man.
Look at in the right time frame. He's looking for something in the next like 30 to 45 days. So, yeah. So and that job won't be available probably for like 3 to 6 months.
Gotcha.
Yep. But then when she got me on the phone, she was like, Bridgeton has a problem, and I wanted to ask your opinion. I've been asking the different people who have kids that are in the preteen, teenager age range.
Roxanne.
Roxanne is one of her best friends. I don't know if you remember, I went to
The wedding in which you broke her foot.
Grid overload.
she was the maid of honor that way, and I went to her bachelorette weekend in Tampa.
Yeah.
And then she actually married a guy that's Swedish, and she moved to Sweden.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
You should have done with that.
Start with Sweden.
Yes. Move to Sweden. Yeah.
So she recently brought her nephew out to Sweden to stay with them for a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Because she was kind of like the primary maternal figure in his life. Because her brother is his dad, and
This is her brother?
yeah, her brother,
Okay.
her brother's son.
Okay, you're like saying names. I'm like, alright.
Yeah, so Roxanne's nephew.
Okay.
The mom is kind of absentee. They're sometimes not a lot. So she kind of stepped in, and when she would fly him down to Florida, and they would go to Disney World, or she would fly him to wherever, and they would go on vacation together.
Right. Alright, so she like do things.
Right, because she has no kids and doesn't plan to have kids, and so she's like, I have money, I'm gonna spend it on you.
Yeah.
And so,
Spoil them.
yeah.
Fair.
So when she moved to Sweden, that kind of took away kind of a stability in his life, because she was the one that was always around, going to his games.
Right, but not yet. But she was living her life,
Right.
which is fair.
Right. And he's now in like those preteen teenager years, and so he's been acting out. So what happened was she flew to Sweden to come out, so she moved out there, and they got everything set up, and he's come visit and hang out. And the whole time he was being a douche. He's been preteen on his phone, you know, not talking to them, not engaging, not kind of the kids she remembered before.
Yeah.
Because it's been like maybe about a year since they got to do anything, because she's been going through all these life changes.
Yeah.
So,
check your map for details.
So anyway, she experienced the like kind of the rude side of him, and like the I don't feel like it, I'm not doing that, kind of antagonistic side. So she's like, okay, so I understand he has this side because he's going through changes.
Yeah.
But what happened was, when he got back to his parents, he went on vacation with his mom for a week. Then he went back to see his dad. And was, you know, he never goes on vacation with his mom, but he went on vacation with his mom for like the second time ever. And went back to go back to stay with his dad, where he usually is. And he ended up running away. So, and one story that was told, was that the dad was helping the friend put up a boat that they had gone out on. They had come back in, and he said, "Hold on, I have to help him dock the boat." And next thing he knows, the son has walked away, has disappeared, and ran away. The other story is, the son says, no, he was drinking, and he was like on his way to being drunk.
Now remember,
And he
folks,
said he was gonna hook up the boat, and then he disappeared for forever and wouldn't come on. And like I was ready to go, and so I left. So yes, he walked away, but it's a slightly different story than I was just hooking up the boat and he ran away.
Yeah.
The other story, and then
That was another story.
on
Only
top of
25
that,
zeros left.
the dad says he was knocking around on random doors asking for help, and someone called his mom and called the police. The other story is he knocked on the first door he came to and called his mom because he didn't have his phone, and his mom called the police.
Teardrop
other
face.
story
Space
is
shrinking. We got
that
a
nobody
grid
called the
overload
police.
warning.
But the dad realized he was gone and called Roxanne, and Roxanne's like, if somebody, oh no, he called, and
Your
the
safe
dad
space is
called
getting
his mom
smaller every
and said, what do I
fucking
do?
second.
He disappeared.
Voice
I don't know
your
where he's
disapproval
at.
online
He's
before
not
you get turned
responding.
into human bacon.
And the mom was like, well, if someone has called the police and you don't call the police, it's going to look like you don't know where he's at and you're negligent. So you need to call
Teardrop
the
bomb
police.
initiated. Track down
Either-
and eliminate hostile
yeah, so
zero.
either way-
Target proximity area is marked on your map.
The boys left the spot where the dad thought he was found a phone, called his mom, and somebody called the police. And the dad was saying, no, he was like yelling, saying, I'm not staying here. I refuse to listen. You can't make me do anything.
Bonus
And
target
then
activated.
he
Track
like
down and
walked
eliminate
off and
previous
sat
targets
somewhere, and then when
online.
I came back out, he was gone.
Mm.
Like he was being belligerent. And the son was like, I wasn't doing that. He was semi-drunk and then realized he was taking forever, and I walked away because I didn't know when he was coming back.
Extraction times you cut. Get those hexes to
So
an
that was the
extractor.
story.
Probably. That's like a he said, she said.
But you said, she said, there's probably a truth somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Because Rebecca was like, Roxanne knows her brother. He probably was drunk. I also know my nephew now, and I've seen this side of him. He probably was being belligerent, saying, you can't tell me what to do, I'm not listening.
So kind of both.
It's kind of, it's
Yeah,
probably
probably, yeah.
both.
Look. He probably was drinking, but maybe not at the point of getting drunk, but the kid was probably also being a little dickhead.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, but either way,
So I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just been running around
Smell that?
opening
Smell
boxes.
something.
That's
Yeah, oh, fuck.
the first two games. I actually was quite. I fought people, and like maybe one dude won. The second game we didn't do so as well.
Mhm.
But I,
are you playing online with someone?
yeah.
Oh.
But it's a good brand new game. I guess it's beta when I was reading it, so it's like they.
But anyways, that was interesting. I was like, so she's like, but my question to you, after telling the whole story, the whole reason for this story, my question to you is, I told her she needs to get this behavior under control right away, and I was like, I was like, so
Only 3 teams
first thing is
left.
she's not
win?
his mom or his dad, and she lives in Sweden.
Okay, catch your breath.
Sure.
Shoot somebody in the face.
The second thing is, maybe you should look at what's surrounding and what the stressors are in this kid's life as to why he's acting like this. Because this is not the behavior that she remembers, but she experienced it before.
Alright, so,
So maybe look at what's stressing this kid out and